Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Honest Hour podcast. I am your host, Dami Fernandez. And today we'll be taking you through a very different entire course altogether. It won't be like the regular politics and all that we do normally. But before we get into that, I would like to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Zibai Entertainment, for always keeping us afloat and ensuring we're on your screen. So right about now, I would be introducing my wonderful, my beautiful and amiable co-host in person of the beautiful Balikis. Thank you for joining me here on stage. Okay, so today we'll be talking about various reasons why the topic unwanted pregnancy is on the rise here in Nigeria. So Balikis, what do you think is or are some of the reasons why unwanted pregnancies are like so rampant here in Nigeria?
Okay, let's start from here. Unwanted pregnancy has categories. There are unwanted pregnancies in children of nowadays, like child of younger ages, that they are not legally enough, that they are not of age yet, like under 18 girls. And there is unwanted pregnancy in the people that are married. Let's start from here. Let's start from the people that are married. Some situations, women might not even want to have a lot of children. They might be like, okay, I want to have just 3 children, just 2 children. But in the long run, they'll have like 5, 6, 7. So the rest, they count it as unwanted pregnancy because they are not prepared for it. They don't actually want it.
I feel like that word unwanted pregnancy might be common amongst maybe like the rich family. Like, do you think that
they might not see it as unwanted pregnancy.
Okay.
Yes, among those that are not rich. Yeah,
Okay.
you're right about that.
Yes.
But yet, it is still unwanted pregnancy because it's not planned. It's uncalled for in the first place. So let's start from those children of younger ages. I believe the first thing that we should take into consideration is enlightenment, which is sex education.
Yeah.
Some girls, they start their menstruation from age 12.
Some even 10, sef.
Some 10.
9. I've seen the case of 9.
Parents should be vigilant. Once you notice that your child, your girl have already started menstruating, you need to sit her down and give her sex education. That this thing that you started, this menstruation that you started, it can lead to a lot of things. It does not only stop about you bleeding blood out from your private part alone.
Yeah.
So they have to sit the children down, let them know. I think sex education should start from younger ages now. Some children are just 10 years old and they are in JSS1. Most of the sex education programs that they used to organize used to be for like senior classes, like SS1 to SS3. Now it should be from JS1. Because imagine a girl starting menstruating from even less than 9 years.
From primary school.
Yeah, primary school. And she's not enlightened about it. Okay, the mother will just call her down that, okay, this is how you use your pad, all that stuff. And there is this phobia that a parent puts in us. Let's say African parents in general, that don't touch guys. If you touch guys, do you understand? That is not the right sex education.
Orientation to give them.
That's not the right orientation. They're supposed to, okay, if you have sex, you're going to get pregnant. This is how it's supposed to be.
But I think that some of these children now have that clarity that there is something like protection, there's condom.
Exactly.
So they will still want to do it,
even
thinking that they will not get pregnant since they're already using protections already.
So I think is the thing that prompts those girls to do it in the first place is because of the phobia that their parents have already put in their chest. Like, if you do this thing, if you touch a guy, you'll get pregnant. But I think they are taught the right way, with calmness, with gentleness, with softness. This is how it is. So it will not be new even when other classmates are talking about it in class. She will not be amazed like, so it's like this, it's like that. Do you get? Even when guys are telling him that, Shebi, your mom just said that you should not touch me. Don't bother to touch me. Let me touch you. Do you get? So if I'm the one that touch you, you will not get pregnant. If you are the one that touches me, that's when you can get pregnant. So the game might be naive to that extent and not be able to understand. Apart from the parents, sometimes parents do their own part, and yet those girls will still get unwanted pregnancy. Another thing that I think it influences most is social media. exposure of children to social media, the lifestyle that they see that the girls live, they believe
They
like
want to be in trend.
yes. And sometimes the girls might not be even of their own age range. They might be of age already, but they be like, children have big statures right from younger age.
Yes,
This time
exactly.
around. So they will just believe that, okay, we're having the same stature now, so we might be of the same age. So for this girl to be doing this thing, I can actually do it. So
So we can also link that to like peer pressure.
yeah,
That
peer
maybe
pressure
if
peer
they
pressure
are
is part of it
following
too.
people like that,
Their
they are
friends,
going
the
to
friends
be
they make
prone
at
to
school.
things like that. They are going to be prone to unwanted pregnancies and
Yeah.
all.
Then another thing is that those children that go to boarding school, I think apart from the fact that they only come home for holidays, I think there should be time, apart from the open day or visiting day, there should be time that they should be having contact with their parents. Maybe like twice in a month or stuff so like that. Just get to see them and talk about stuff that happen at school
Maybe
with
if-
them. Because sometimes the girl might be well oriented from home, but when she gets to school and she gets to mingle with friends and
Yeah, she will have another different perspective
yes, and mentality entirely. But if you're someone that you're free with your parents, most especially your mom, and you talk to your mom about stuff like this is what my friends told me, she'll be able to tell her that no, it's not this way. This is how it's supposed to be. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now another perspective where I see apart from parents, school, I think the government need to go deeper more into sex education for especially girls. Not only general course should it be, and it should even continue when we get to higher institutional level. So let's now come to people that are married having unwanted pregnancy. I think lack of orientation is part of it too, because there are contraceptives that people that are married can use.
Some of all those contraceptives doesn't work too. Do you know?
Sometimes it work, but the mentality that people have is that once you use contraceptive, it will have repercussion. Like maybe you can get cancer, you can have other diseases from it, and sometimes it's not always like that.
And then I think family planning too.
Yeah, family planning. People have issues with it, like it will be disturbing them when it takes a very long period of time. I have one woman in my area that she has 6 children already, and she now still got pregnant.
And she had done family planning.
Yes, she said she did family planning, and the month that she go and remove that family planning,
She got
exactly that month she got pregnant
immediately.
again. Guess what? She gave birth to twins. So what are we going to call that one? Is it not unwanted pregnancy? Because she had tried her possible best enough to prevent herself from having.
I wouldn't call that unwanted pregnancy. When she knew she did not want more children, why did she go and remove?
She said that it's disturbing her. I think using family planning, I think it shouldn't take a long period of time.
Okay.
I don't really know, but I think it shouldn't take a long period of time so that it will not affect them. So I think contraceptives would be better. And what's they called? Protection. While having sex, they can use condoms, stuff like that.
I think they even shared that since primary schools and secondary schools nowadays, Seth.
Yeah.
Because they know that the high rate of sex between young adults is a lot. So the only way to actually prevent that unwanted pregnancy is to start sharing condoms.
But yes, I think from my own perspective, sharing of condom, it's like you are still encouraging them to have sex, but with protection.
I think
because what are they going to use the condom for?
The part where you came in saying that parents should try to orientate their children. It's not every child that has that opportunity. What will you say to a child that maybe he's an orphan or doesn't have anybody, or the parent is so nonchalant? Where do you expect such person to get such education? Guardian. What if they don't really have someone to have that one-on-one conversation with them?
That's where the government comes in. That's why I said government should try and orientate them too, because a child that is orphan, there's no way she's not going to have a guardian. Or let's not say that the guardian is nonchalant. She does not really have good relationship or rapport with her. So the only way that can get a precise solution to that is when the government comes in, or when she goes to school, when the teachers orientate them about it.
I think that has been happening, but it still doesn't reduce
like
the
me
rate of
when
sex
I was in
adults.
secondary school. I don't think I have proper sex education class, like taking it as a particular course. Like, okay, this is a subject that we'll be talking about it in a gradual process, stage by stage, how how you get sexually attracted to your opposite sex, and gradually how it improves. Sometimes they still have to explain to them that even condom is not safe. Sometimes condom might leak or burst, stuff like that. So they should explain its gradual process, how it's supposed to be to the children, because sometimes their education about it might be limited to some particular area.
Some girls can also blame it on the love they have for their boyfriend or something like that. Because if you have a partner that keeps pushing you that, oh, if you know that you love me, prove it to me. Let us do this. And you now, Momuge, she go for prayer and
Seriously, to me,
pregnancy.
sex is not a proof of love. Because even whether you have the sex or not, it does not change anything. Sometimes, even when you have the sex, is when the guy will now even change to you.
Because
and be like,
I also think that sex orientation part should change from just having basic knowledge about what sex is.
That's why I said
to
gradual process.
Relationships.
Yes. It shouldn't be only about having sex alone.
And I think we have more of conversations like this in churches and mosques. Not really.
It's not
and it's not
rampant.
everybody that likes taking religion very, very seriously. So where are they supposed to get something like that?
I don't think it's rampant in mosque and churches to the extent that it's supposed to be safe, because they'll believe like it's not something that you should be talking about publicly. Yes, that's the kind of belief that you have, that you cannot be talking about stuff like that publicly in a place of God or where you are worshiping God or something. I think that's how they take it. So apart from the orientation part, then those that are illiterate. Okay, it's only those that are literate that will have the opportunity to understand when they're explaining to them. What about those that are illiterate that did not even understand the kind of education that they are giving them at all? Like mothers. Sometimes, let's go to the northern part of Nigeria. Sometimes they have 13 children, just a woman, and she's giving birth to the child one after the other.
I think that's where the
labor.
orientation about family planning should come in. It should go to rural areas to not just
Exactly.
city,
Getting to the
like
rural areas.
getting to give them more orientation. All right, so I'm really grateful for all the points that you've given. So can you just summarize everything so that the viewers can just understand why it is important to prevent unwanted pregnancy?
Okay, so I think we should start from sex education shouldn't be for girls alone. It should be for both the both genders, both for the guys and the girls. Then the parents, most especially our mothers, they should be very open-minded with their children at home, most especially the girls. Tell them the do's and don'ts, what you are supposed to do and what you're not. It's not supposed to be the kind of orientation that African mothers put in our head, that don't touch guys, or once you touch guy you get pregnant. No, it's not always like that. The gradual process, step by step, how it gets to pregnancy, from having sex, from being sexually attracted to each other, from wearing clothes that you're not supposed to wear, that it will reveal your private parts. So the education and the orientation should be explained in a detailed way to the children, most especially girls. So when the girls are oriented and the guys are oriented too, even if the girl do not have proper orientation, if the guys are oriented properly, he would be able to tell the girl that no, this is how it's supposed to be, this is not how it's supposed to be. Then to our married couples and our mothers that they are not aware about family planning or the use of contraceptives, or them having the kind of mentality that once they use drugs to prevent pregnancy, they will have side effects like diseases, like cancer, like skin reaction, stuff like that they should give them proper enlightenment about it, that no, the use of contraceptives cannot damage anything in your body system or your organs, and the government should help us to chip into schools, right from primary school. Sex education should be a particular subject, not just a topic. So
all right, so just like you've heard her, she spoke on sex education, she spoke on the intervention of the government, contraceptives, protection and all. So I really hope you guys have learned a lot from this and you will take much recognizance to everything that she has said. I hope to see you very soon. Have a lovely day.